Hello. This is my video for the UF200, and so we're talking about the sources. I'm going to talk about my comics. So, the two comic books that I have read for the assignment were Iceman Volume 1 and 2, uh, Deep Freeze and Thawing Out, out of order, but those are the names of them. I just found out that there's a third one, the Amazing Friends, so I want to go do that, read that one. I read those two because Iceman is one of the bigger superheroes that has come out as gay, and I thought that would be a good look at how comic books are representing that process. And it was very interesting, and there was like fun, stupid stuff where like he's online dating and like just going through that stupid process and just like trying to figure out how he like flirts and like talks to guys, and that's because that's never been something that he's done. Delayed adolescence, I'll probably talk about that in my video or in my paper. um, and so it's I really liked both of them. um, I feel like I was annoyed with Iceman for some of them, just a little bit. But I thought they were interesting comic books. They were amusing. They were good. I like the art style of them a lot. Um, and I thought it was like a pretty good depiction of what happens. And like it's interesting to look at from an older person's perspective coming out. Like it's not like he's a teenager or any of that stuff, and so he's late in the game, which is a reality for a lot of people. And so that was a good. I liked both of those, and I want to look at the third volume of that. But I also want to look at comic books with the Runaways, looking at Caroline, who is a lesbian, and looking at Darksider and Apollo, which are DC comics, and they are. I want to look at those comics. Like they're in a gay relationship, and so that would be good. In my paper, I talked about also looking at Deadpool, which kind of came to me a little bit more sporadically just because he's. I remember hearing a long time ago that he was confirmed to be pansexual. And so, seeing as that's not like a very commonly represented demographic, I thought that'd be interesting to look at. And also, I've been doing a little bit of research on it, just like little opinion websites talking, and some of them talk about queer baiting and how even though Deadpool is confirmed to be gay or pansexual, he's only seen in relationships with women, and he'll flirt with guys and all that other stuff, but he's never been like in a relationship with a guy. And while that doesn't really define his sexuality, um, in like this media form, it can feel a lot more as though they're tagging on this identity to him to make him more diverse and to show that the company's more diverse, without actually like giving that audience any of that identity in reality. And so like and so that would be something I think I also would like to look at. And let me look at what other things are supposed to be talked about. And so um, okay, so I want to analyze a lot of different sectors of it, looking of like homosexuality, looking at like gay representation, lesbian representation, um, transgender representation, and even though I don't think I'm going to be able to find transgender representation, I don't know if Shade is transgender or just a drag performer, so I need to look into that. But I want to basically look at just like how these comic books are representing the LGBT identity and experience. And I think I also would like to look at who's writing these pieces, and if they do have, if it's just a bunch of like not gay people, LGBT people, or if there are people in the community helping to write these. So that is what I like to do, and I have those comics. I have the Iceman ones already done, and the other ones are coming soon. Thank you.